Good morning, my dear SSC candidates. I hope everyone is okay and I am also still fine. Today we are going to start our very important topics in the chapter 4. Here's the chapter 4. The chapter's name is the bioenergetics. Yes, the bioenergetics is the last topic, the respiration. Very important topics for your final exam. In the previous class, we also explained about the photosynthesis. Here's the photosynthesis. We also know about the role of photosynthesis, and the another structure is the factors affecting photosynthesis. Here's we also know about the two categories. First is the external and second is the internal factors. Now our very another topics very basically another topics is the respiration. Here's the respiration. There are two types. Here the first type is the aerobic respiration and second is the anaerobic respiration. Aerobic, it's also added the oxygen. Yes, when it's also the oxygen, the another name is the aerobic respiration, and when the without oxygen, the another name is the anaerobic respiration. Here's basically two structure or two mechanism, the chemical mechanism. Aerobic respiration, here's first structure is the glucose C6H12O6 and another structure is the 6-oxygen, and when is also the reduces and the produces another. Next structure is the 6-carbon dioxide, 6H2, and very important topics is the energy. Here's the energy is the 686 kilocalorie per mole. Another structure is the anaerobic respiration, where it also happens when without oxygen. Here's the without oxygen, the glucose, only glucose C6H12O6, and it also produces the first structure is the ethyl alcohol or the ethanol, 2 C2H5OH and 2 carbon dioxide, and energy only 56 kilocalorie per mole. Now, my dear students, please everyone open the books, the very important topics, the respiration. Now, the respiration. What's the meaning of the respiration? Energy is required to maintain the process of life of organisms for activities like locomotion, healing of injury, growth and reproduction. We have already known that the main source of energy is the sun. Through photosynthesis, plant stores solar energy in carbohydrates as potential energy. The stored energy is the food cannot be directly used by the organisms for the maintenance of their life. During respiration, this potential energy is converted into the kinetic energy, basically ATP. Yes, the potential energy when is also the converted the kinetic energy, basically 38 ATP, in the form of heat. This potential energy is converted into kinetic energy in the form of heat, which supplies the necessary energy for various physiological activities. Carbohydrates, fats, protein and organic acids can be processed and consumed through this process. These complex compounds in the bodies of living organisms are broken down into simple compounds and later transformed into ATP. At a normal temperature, the process of respiration occurs in the living organisms around the clock. But in the growing parts of the plant, such in the floral and lateral buds, germinating seeds, and the tip of stem and root, the rate of respiration is very high. Respiration takes place in the cytoplasm and mitochondria. Basically, it also takes place basically two cell organelles. First organelles is the cytoplasm and second organelles is the mitochondria. We know the mitochondria, the another name is the powerhouse of cell. Now, the types of respiration. First is the aerobic respiration. The aerobic respiration, which requires oxygen and produces carbon dioxide, H2O, and a large amount of energy by oxidizing the respiratory materials. Carbohydrates, fat, proteins, lipids, different kinds of organic acids completely is called aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is the typical respiratory process of plants and animals. It can be expressed with the following equation. First, glucose C6H12O6 plus 6 oxygen. The 6 carbon dioxide, 6 H2O and energy 686 kilocalorie per mole. Next, through aerobic respiration, basically aerobic respiration, one molecule of glucose when completely oxidized produces 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of H2O and 38 molecules of ATP. 6 carbon dioxide, 6 H2O and 686 or the 38 ATP. Again, anaerobic respiration. Respiration which occurs in absence of oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. This is an aerobic respiration. Respiratory substances are partially oxidized with the help of enzymes to produce different types of organic compounds, ethyl alcohol or lactic acid, etc., carbon dioxide and a small amount of energy. Now, short description. Today, my dear students, I have also given you the short description of aerobic respiration. Here the 4 structure: glycolysis, acetyl-CoA, Krebs cycle and electron transport system. My dear students, when I have drawn a cell structure, yes, the glycolysis is also happens the cytoplasm. When the acetyl-CoA is also happens the outer layer of mitochondria. When the Krebs cycle is also happens the inner structure of mitochondria or the cristae, and the electron transport chain is also happens the cristae inner structure. Now, first structure is the glycolysis. When oxidized through chemical reactions, one molecule of glucose is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, C3H4O3, 4 molecules of ATP, 2 ATP be used in the process, and 2 molecules of NADH plus H plus are produced in this stage. In this process, no oxygen is required. It is the initial stage for both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. It takes place in the cytoplasm of a cell. Next structure is the acetyl-CoA formation. This stage also takes place in the cytoplasm. Each molecule of pyruvic acid produces in glycolysis is transformed into a molecule of 2 carbon acetyl-CoA, a molecule of carbon dioxide and a molecule of NADH plus H plus, i.e. form 2 molecules of pyruvic acid and 2 molecules of acetyl coenzyme A, 2 molecules of carbon dioxide and 2 molecules of NADH plus H plus are produced. Krebs cycle. In Krebs cycle, 2 carbon acetyl-CoA are oxidized to produce 2 molecules of carbon dioxide. This cycle is named after the British biochemist Sir Hans Krebs, who discovered the cycle. In this stage, acetyl-CoA enters the mitochondria and participates in Krebs cycle. All the reactions of this cycle occur in the mitochondria. Basically, in this cycle, one molecule of acetyl-CoA, 2 molecules of carbon dioxide, 3 molecules of NADH plus H plus, 1 molecule of FADH2 and 1 molecule of GTP. Yes, the GTP is the same as the ATP. GTP means is the guanosine triphosphate and ATP is the adenosine triphosphate. So, form 2 molecules of acetyl-CoA, 4 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of NADH plus H plus, 2 molecules of FADH2 and 2 molecules of GTP are produced. Last structure is the electron transport system. Yes, the electron transport system, the last and also the final mechanism of the aerobic respiration. Here's the electron transport system. In this stage, NADH plus H plus reduced NAD. FADH2 reduced FAD produced in the above 3 stages are oxidized. Consequently, ATP water electrons containing high energy and protons are produced. The energy is released when electrons containing high energy move through the electron transport system. the energy is used the formation of ATP. The electron transport system takes places in the mitochondria. Again, I also explain about the first structure is the glycolysis. It also happens the cytoplasm. Second structure is the acetyl-CoA. Some scientists also explain it also happens the cytoplasm. But another scientist also explain it also happens the outer stage of the mitochondria. And third structure is the Krebs cycle where the produces enough ATP and also the kilocalorie per mole structure of energy. And the electron transport system, the last structure of the electron transport system. My dear students, today I have also explained only short briefly about the transpiration and the respiration. Yes, the respiration. We also know about the two types of respiration. One is the aerobic respiration where I also gave the mechanism. Basically it's glucose and oxygen. It also produces the carbon dioxide, water, energy 686 kilocalorie per mole. And the absence of oxygen where it's happened, the anaerobic respiration is also only the glucose. Here's also first structure is the ethyl alcohol or also the lactic acid. Yes, I have also give you the ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Yes, the ethanol and 2 carbon dioxide and energy 56 kilocalorie per mole. And I also give you the short description of aerobic respiration. In the next class, very important class, basically I have also give you the aerobic respiration process and also the types and the stage of respiration, substances produces, use substances and net product. My dear students, I think that's enough today. Goodbye.